Hey, aloha guys. Eric West here, HawaiiRealEstate.org, coming to you live from the beautiful island of Maui, Hawaii. Didn't we just see each other a few hours ago? Oh, that's right. We were down at the Whaler at sunrise, and here we are at sunset. Much aloha to you and your ohana. Prayers to those that were affected by the explosion down at the Whaler. And this is officially your Maui fix. Last time I checked, I'm pretty sure it's an Aloha Friday, and the title of this video is Calling All Angels, Saints, and Sinners. And I'm going to talk about what the call is. I hope you will respond. So if you fall into one of those three categories, which I'm sure we all do in one way or another, or at one point in our life or another, depending on how you identify today, I don't care, I'm calling everybody. And this is a special spot, this is a special rock, because if you remember, this is where I was when I talked about JJ. Do you guys remember JJ? This is Honokiana Cove, one of the most beautiful places, I think, one of the most special places. The ambiance, the vibe, everything about it is just absolutely spectacular. Every time I walk down the little trail, and I'm right next to the Peely Point, and I don't know, there's something about it that's really cool. So, without any further ado, shall we start your Maui fix and talk about what this video is all about, calling all angels, saints, and sinners. Let's go. All right. So, first and foremost, it's all about getting you your Maui fix. And if you're new to the channel, what's the Maui fix? Well, it's one of these little things I do every once in a while, where we just go down and watch the sunset. Because wherever you are in the world, you're not on Maui, maybe. If you are on Maui, you should be down watching the sunset somewhere in the ocean. But let's just say you're not on Maui. Well, you need a little Maui fix. You need a little sunset. You need a little salt water behind the ear. A little Maui magical molecule just floating around in the air, infecting you with positive vibrations. And let me know if you can feel it. Can you hear it? Honokiana Cove. This is the, what I like to call this, where Turtle Town actually is. I think there's more turtle per capita, per coral head, right here in this little bay than I think you'll find anywhere else on Maui. I'm pretty sure. Of course, Little Makaha is a surf break that's right there. Not breaking at the moment, but awesome little surf break. Here's some ocean front homes. I think one of these is actually on the market right now. It's got some fire damage. Excellent buy, in my opinion, because it's probably more of a tear down or massive remodel. You can probably get a pretty good deal on it. There's Honokiana Cove. Beautiful little oceanfront condominium. And there's someone coming down to get their Maui fix right now. All right, see? So it starts young. Starts at a very young age. It's like, you know what? I'm just drawn to the ocean. I'm just drawn to the sunset. I'm drawn to the peaceful vibrations of a Maui sunset. Nothing quite like it. So what is it that we're talking about in the title of this video? Calling all angels, sinners, and saints. Is there a guy out there? What is that? Is that a bobbing head? It is, isn't it? Yeah, I think it's someone out there just getting a snorkel on. Yeah, good for you. I can't see that well. I think it is a snorkeler though. Excellent snorkel spot, by the way. I think I already mentioned that. So this is the spot where I was sitting I don't know how long it's been now, but I told you guys about a very special fire survivor named JJ. And the call to action was, JJ was not willing to come on the channel to talk about his plight, his mental condition, his emotional condition, his losing everything and living in someone's garage. So I just talked about his story. And I said, hey, if you guys want to follow up this shout out with a little bit of aloha infusion, right? Because this is the most aloha infused audience on planet Earth. I'm going to put JJ's, I think I put his Venmo in the description, and just send him $7. It's not about the amount, it's about the aloha and the love. And dude, he got $7 donations for like weeks. He says his phone was blowing up every day. I don't know how much he got in donations. I don't really ask, but it was a lot. And you guys stepped up, man. So thank you so much. And much aloha, JJ. I know he's in the process of rebuilding his home in Lahaina. I think he just put in for his permits, and he's doing pretty good. So today, because I don't know, man, there was just something about this spot. I was sitting right here on this spot. You see, this is a little ledge right here. You can kind of walk down from the public trail. You kind of have it all to yourself, little private moment. No one can see you. No one can hassle you. I don't know about you, but I like kind of finding little cool enclaves where I can be by myself and my favorite aloha-infused audience, of course. But there's just something that happened when I was talking about JJ. I don't know what it was. It connected. And tonight, I just finished up a little mountain bike ride, and I started thinking to myself about the meaning of life. I know, one of those moments, like, what is the meaning of life? Sometimes we get so lost in our own emotions, our own problems, our own drama, and everything just seems, I don't know about you, but sometimes it just seems fuzzy and confusing and don't know what I'm supposed to do, and somehow I just got this thought. It just re-centered me, and that is, quit thinking about yourself, Eric, and start thinking about others. And when you do that, something amazing happens in your brain, in your soul, in your heart, in the universe. And I thought to myself, I got to go back to the JJ Rock, and we got to talk about Daniel. Because you know what? We're all called to do, I think, 3 things when it comes to thinking about others. I think this is right anyway. You let me know in the comments. We're supposed to, when we're giving of ourselves, we're supposed to give of our time, our talent, and our treasure. Maybe it's just one, maybe it's all 3. And if you don't know Blind Daniel's story, it's pretty shocking, it's pretty unbelievable, and I have a lot of empathy for someone that's going through such an unbelievably hard, challenging circumstance. Not only is he a fire survivor, but he's someone that is completely and utterly blind. He does not have any eyeballs in his head anymore, and he did up until the age of 40, and now he's 44. So he lost his eyeballs at a very, late stage in life, and he's all alone basically. So I thought to myself, let's go back to the Honakiana Cove, and let's put out a quick little call to action to all the angels. I know there's some angels out there. Someone just sent Daniel a very sizable check, and that's an angel. And I thank you so much. From Chicago, all the way from Chicago, $1,000 check just for Daniel. But this is not so much about money. Obviously, there's going to be a little call to action here to give of your treasure. But also, the thought that I had is your time and your talent. And what happened to JJ on this rock right here is it wasn't just the $7 that came in. The call was to give 7. I always like to say 770 or 700, right? Because everything is relative. To some people, 7, well, everyone can do 7. There's just no question, right? To some people, that's a lot of money. That's a sacrifice. And then there's my $70 crew, right? For some people, that's doable. For others, that's just too much. But if you can afford 70, then do it. Then there's the $700 crew, right? You know who you are. If $700 to you is like $7 to others, then that's the encouragement. 7, 70, or 700. We're not going to go to the 7 grand club because, well, we could, but we won't. But hey, if you're the 7 grand club, let's go. But it's just also about the time and the talent. Which is what? When you send, I'm going to put Daniel's cell phone in the description. I'm going to put his address, his physical address in the description as well when this live gets done. And if you wanted to text him and just talk to him, or just do an audio message. He loves listening to audio messages. You know how you can do that? You can just record a 1-minute message or a 2-minute message and just text it to him. Or if you just wanted to call him, and he would love some people just to chat with. Or if you wanted to write him a letter, someone could read it to him. Matter of fact, he's got the Ray-Ban glasses now. He can look at a letter and somebody will read it to him over the Be My Eyes app on the Ray-Bans that we purchased for him just a little while ago. And what's the talent? Well, the talent is you could offer some kind of an idea. You could offer some of your insight. You could offer some kind of intellectual data or some spiritual data, your treasure, your talent, and your time. And I think all three of those, when they're combined, bless people the most. Because sometimes it's not just about the money, right? Sometimes it's about the time and the talent. So Blind Daniel, the website, of course, is helpdaniel.org. But I'm just telling you, man, Daniel is a superior individual. He really is. He's one of the most thoughtful, intellectual, well-spoken, well-read, talented individuals you'll ever encounter. And I'd love for you to have a 5-minute conversation with him. And I'm telling you, he'll say some things that'll blow your mind. So today, at this little Maui fix, by the way, no green flash, but there's the conch shell. It's a sign. This little spot right here is where I would just like to encourage you guys to just consider 770-700. Shoot him an email, shoot him a text, shoot him an audio message, write him a letter. helpdaniel.org. And I think that is the meaning of life. The meaning of life is when you have an opportunity. That's what it is. To me, it's actually an opportunity to give, to help, to serve. It's an opportunity because not everyone gets those opportunities. And when you act on those opportunities, I believe there is a payback, man. There is something that comes back around somewhere, somehow. Or maybe in your darkest moment, all of a sudden somebody shows up and helps you. You don't know the seed you're planting today, the fruit that it'll produce tomorrow, or next week, or next year, or in 10 years. You just don't know. It's all mysterious. But if you have the opportunity, the ability, the know-how, the insight, the wisdom, your timing, you're here, you're not somewhere else. You're watching this video, you're not watching, some Instagram, TikTok nonsense. You're here hearing about Daniel. You're here on a Maui fix. This place calls people. I truly believe that. This place calls people. Maui calls people. I don't understand it all, but I truly believe we are called to this special island. And if you are in community with the people here, then you're doing whatever it is that God puts on your heart to do. And so I kind of feel like God told me to come down here to this rock today and look at the sunset and do a shout out for Blind Daniel, helpdaniel.org. And like I said, I'm going to put his phone number, his mailing address in the description. I'm going to pin a comment when this whole thing is said and done so that hopefully, again, I'm not asking for much. $7 man, imagine if we got 1,000 views on this video, which I'm sure we'll get more, if everybody just did the minimum, the $7, and a 1-minute text message audio, if everyone just did the absolute minimum, it would change his life in a major positive way. And I bet you the text messages, the audio messages would probably do way more for Daniel than money. Money's great, but for a guy like that, money is just like a roof over his head and some food in his belly that day. He's not getting rich. He's in survival mode. But you know what? It's never about the money. I'm more concerned about his financial future than he is. So he's got way bigger problems, man. So we know God's going to provide. And I thank you guys for responding. Again, $7 I think is totally doable. So if you get one thing out of this message tonight, know this. God loves you. God loves Daniel. God loves us all. And he's going to take care of us. And sometimes we're called to care for others, and sometimes others are called to care for you. If this is your time to care for someone else, awesome. But I believe at one point in our life, we're all going to need the help of somebody to help us just survive. When you're 89 years old or 98 or whatever, and you're just drooling on yourself, you're going to count on that nurse to come in and wipe your drool and feed you the peas and help you go to the bathroom, right? We're all headed to some version of that, unfortunately. So plant as many good seeds now as you can, right? All right, so we're just gonna take a few minutes and listen to the sound of the ocean, meditate, pray, ask God for direction, fill our hearts with gratitude and love and the aloha spirit, knowing that this video, I believe, I have faith, will make a huge difference in Daniel connecting with you, with your time, with your talent, and just a little bit of your treasure. All right, we're not gonna dig too deep in your pocket, don't worry. $7 is easy, right? 70 is better, 700 is even better. And if you can't afford anything, shoot him a text. Say, aloha, Daniel, I'm thinking about you, bro. I'm telling you, man, this will make such a big deal in his life. I can't even tell you. He will absolutely come unglued to hear from you. And if you don't know his story, when you go to helpdaniel.org, I can promise you, you're gonna read it and go, what the heck? Are you kidding me? All right, guys. Well, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure bringing you just a little Maui fix. Thank you, all you angels, saints, and sinners, for tuning in, for helping out, for throwing a shaka to Daniel, saying a little prayer, and together I believe we can show him the love and support that he so, I believe, deserves, but would never ask for in a million years. And that's the same thing with JJ, man. JJ wouldn't ask. And that's why I did that video. Are we good? We got this, right? We got this. This is easy. This is so easy. We got this. Yes, sir. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys come to Maui, support people here, and you can just support Daniel, just one person. And I can tell you there's nobody that needs more support than that guy. I promise you. I promise you. So thank you. Go to helpdaniel.org. I'll put a link in the description. I'll put his phone number, and I'll put his address so you can help and participate with your time, talent, and treasure in any way that you see fit. Thank you, guys. Until next time, I shall return. I don't know where, I don't know when, but I promise you one thing. It'll be from the most beautiful place on planet Earth, the best lifestyle I think you could ever hope to live, and the place where the whales, the dolphins, and Daniel call home. Until next time, Eric West, Maui Dan. Where's the button? Yes, sir. It's right here. Aloha, guys. Love you so much. Thank you so much for going to helpdaniel.org.